What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Tactic Tester with Atletico de Madrid. Today we have a very tough matchup against Barcelona. It's a little bit of a tough with Barcelona, then a little bit of the easy with FC Andorra in the cup. So, both sides of the spectrum. Barcelona should be really tough. If it's anything like that Real Madrid match, it's going to be I'm going to pull my hair out, basically, is the long and short of it. But Andorra should be a nice, comfortable victory. Last couple games since I last saw you was that disappointment against Real Madrid. We really stepped it up. Beat Stade Rennais 4-1 in our next meeting. I think we already had second place in the group secured, but I still wanted to get out there and get in good form. After that loss, I wanted to get back into a winning stretch, and so I put out a pretty strong squad. I did have an injury to Angel Correa, which is unfortunate, but we did win it 4-1, so we looked pretty good. We then kept that good form going into Sociedad, beat them 4-2. Suarez with a brace, João Felix with a 45th minute goal, and then Felipe with a goal to seal it in the 52nd minute. We then had a 13-0 win against Frugal, which is an amateur team probably. Let's see if they're amateur. Yep, an amateur team, so we should be beating Frugal 13-0. Put out a fully rotated squad, and we still destroyed them. Issa Mendy with 4 goals. Correa with 3 goals. Dembele with 5 goals. A triple hat trick. And almost a Rivi to have 6 goals? So, Dembele should have had this double hat trick, but really good performance from our backups. So, we then played Sevilla, and probably the best performance of the season so far, I think. A 4-1 win over Sevilla. Sevilla are a really good team, so to beat them 4-0 or 4-1, and we were up 3-0 at halftime. They got one back in the 59th minute, but we never looked like losing that game. We were completely in control. We then kept that going against Cadiz, won 4-0. Suarez with a hat trick in the 8th minute, the 19th minute penalty, and in stoppage time of the first half. They had a man sent off in the 46th minute, but we were already 3-0 up at that point, so we just coasted home with a goal in the 73rd minute. And then the tough one against Alaves, I thought should have been a comfortable victory as well, but we just did not play well. I rotated a little bit for this Barcelona match, so we had some backups out there, but Dembele with the goal, he's still our leading goal scorer, which is kind of unfortunate when you've got Luis Suarez, who probably should be your leading goal scorer, but he's missed quite a bit of time from injury, and we had to rotate a little bit, so I think he will eventually be our top goal scorer, but for now, it's Moussa Dembele. But Moussa Dembele is definitely not going to start against Barcelona. They're second in the table. We're top of the table. So this is going to be a huge clash of titans. And this is the team I'm going to go with. We get to our team selection. Kind of the expected back line. Lodi at left back for this game. He's been just a little bit better form. He's actually been in ridiculously good form. So I can't really drop him. Hermoso's been bad. So Lodi's the obvious choice. Felipe Jimenez. Vrsaljko comes back in after his injury. He's played well so far, so he's going to keep his starter right back over Trippier, who's just come back from an injury. So we're not really going to rush him out there. Oblak, obviously, in goal. Gone with Koke, Saul, the expected 2 midfielders, and we've gone with Marcos Llorente over Kondogbia in that halfback role. He's just been performing a little bit better. Kondogbia actually has a higher rating the last 5 games, but he's been playing against the easier teams, too. I've been playing Llorente against the little bit tougher teams, and he seems to be doing well, so I'm going to keep going with him. Our trequartistas are going to be João Felix and Thomas Lemar. Been in great form, both of them, so can't really drop them. And can't really drop Luis Suarez, even though Moussa Dembele is our leading goal scorer. He's on a 7.8 average rating his last 5. And one of that is he's aided by like a 10, so if you get a 10, that's really going to pump your rating up. But Suarez hasn't been doing poorly either. 4 really great games in a row. 7.62 average. He has 12 goals, so he's not super far behind Dembele. So now we just have to see how we can do against probably the best team in Spain. I mean, right now, officially it's us since we're top of the table, but I think we all know who the best team in Spain is. And it's one of Barcelona or Real Madrid. Right now, Barcelona are ahead of them, so kind of got to lean Barcelona. Luckily, we're at home, but it's still not going to be easy. Let's just get into it. I'm going to say the media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy display. That has motivated almost everybody. I have faith. It's not the best weather for football out there today. How do you think the conditions will affect your performance? My players can adapt to any situation. A little bit of weather isn't going to affect us. Has the positive atmosphere around the club contributed to the strong run of form? The team is playing with freedom created by confidence. You must then worry that any loss will have a calamitous effect on player confidence. I don't worry. My squad is very strong mentally. We've won 5 in a row. Been in great form. Had some good wins along the way. But this is a test unlike we've seen once. Real Madrid's probably an equal test. That one was away from home. They've won 4 of their last 5. Dropped 1 game and dropped 2 points in their last 5. We've got a decent lead ahead of them, though. 8-point lead. So we could extend that today. That could be a huge lead early on in the season at the top of the La Liga. That could be great. That could be huge for us, but I'm not holding out too much of a hope for a win. If you offered me a draw right now, I would absolutely take it. But a draw would be great. Lionel Messi is tired, though. He must not have been on very good sharpness coming in, or very good fitness coming in. So they're risking him today. As Felipe nearly scores from the corner, but it gets cleared off the line. I think Ter Stegen cleared that, and eventually defenders cleared it wide. But our first, dangerous attack gets a shot on target. Now we got to worry about them. It's Saul with a nice interception into João Felix. Over to Lodi. He's in a pretty good amount of space. He's got a defender closing him down, though, but he tries to put a ball in. Sergio Roberto blocks it. Back to Saul. A lot of space on the edge of the area. Koke. Rashalko. Ball across, hopefully. Gets one across for João Felix. The first time it's blocked, but the second time, João Felix puts it in the back of the net. The first shot gets blocked. It luckily falls right back to João Felix, and the keeper's already kind of gone for the first shot. He's out of position for the second. Can't save it. Don't know how that ball even got through, but yeah, he lost his positioning because he was trying to save that first shot, but it got blocked, and he was just way out of position. No chance. So that puts us 1-0 up. We've been the much better team. I did not expect this kind of dominance. We've barely got the possession lead, but we've got all the chances. 7 shots to 0. But they have a chance right now. Messi with a free kick into PK. Gets blocked. Coutinho bouncing around everywhere. Saul eventually clears it. Looked like the Mar was going to get on the end of that, but it came into nothing. So Jimenez, just puts it wide. That was a great opportunity. But Jimenez, not the best header of the ball, so I don't expect this team to get a whole lot of corner goals or, indirect free kick goals, but I want a couple because I like our set pieces, so especially our corners. As Llorente's going to get the ball, playing pretty deep, which is where I want him to be. Kind of be an escape valve for the players. Even though he's got an attacking midfielder, looks like covering him, marking him directly. Rashalko's shot gets blocked, but I don't know who. They must have someone directly marking him because he's got somebody marking him, I think. Maybe it's just Busquets. I don't know. But we go into halftime. 3 shots on target, 10 shots total. They have 3 shots. Must have got those all late in the game, late in the half. And quite a few must have been decent opportunities because they had a .72 XG. And they got the possession lead back towards the end of that half. Sergio Roberto got injured, so they probably brought in the American. I'm happy. Happy with the performance. Keep it going. We've got one player that's a little bit hurt. Who was that? Thomas Lamar. Potential hand injury. Should be fine. Shouldn't need to come off because of a hand injury. Curious what it is, but it was just, I don't know, he stamped on his hand or something. Cut hand. You're fine. Just put a little glue on it. Nothing has been happening. We're getting close to the 80th minute, and we've not had a single highlight this half. João Felix is tired, but he's played well. He's got the goal, so I don't really want to take him off. Llorente's actually played well from that halfback role, which we don't get all the time, so that's good to see. Jimenez having a poor game. Fullbacks are doing well. I think I'm going to take off Koke. Going to bring on Kondogbia. A little bit more defensive. Kind of a physical presence in case they have any, free kicks into the box or corners into the box. It looks like it's going to start off with the Barcelona attack, though, from their center backs. PK on the ball. See if we can intercept him here. He's playing quite a bit on the ball, but he gets a pass back to his goalkeeper. Eventually get it cleared all the way to the left-hand side of Jordi Alba. He's going to take a run at the defense. Put it to Mariba, back to Griezmann. Ball through to Coutinho, but he's never getting to that. Rashalko gets to it quickly. Oblak gets the ball out to Lodi. This might be our attack, actually. We're going to look for a little bit of a counter on them. They have a lot of men back, but Lodi is just running through their defense. Dest does well, gets the interception. This is just going to be a back and forth highlight. Oh no, Kondogbia, what are you doing? This isn't karate, dude. What are you doing? Why are you trying karate kicks? I don't understand. Why would you do that? Why would you ever do that? Well, I'm going to take off Felix. He's tired. Lamar's got the injury, but it's just a cut hand. He should be fine. Going to bring on... Who's more defensive, Torreira or Herrera? Torreira, 15 tackling. It looks like it's going to be him. It's close, but a little bit of an edge to Torreira. Now we got to go defensive. We can't go attacking now. Going defensive. Wasting time. Still don't want to do all this. Actually, I will regroup. And I'm happy with all that. Just make those few couple changes. Now we just need to hold on to the lead. We've got a 1-0 lead. Got 4 minutes left. And Barcelona having a highlight. I don't feel good about this. Dest is wide open on the edge of the area, and he puts it in the back of the net. Of course, it's the American, Serginho Dest, to fire a rocket from outside the box after we have a man sent off. Like, it's not enough that we had a man sent off. They have to score a long shot. Like, of course they do. Of freaking course they score a long shot. And it's the fullback. Because of course it is. No one's going to close him down. And Oblak is just, he must have been unsighted because he was so late to try to get over. Now it's got to hold on for a draw. Like, that's the only thing we've got to play for is for a draw. Like, we're not winning this. There's a 0% chance we win this game. So it's time to just hold on defensively. Place for Salco. Place the injured player. Take off Lodi for a more defensive Mario Hermoso. Jimenez has been awful. I'm going to take him off. Bring on Savic. Just do those subs. See the game out. They had one shot on target, and it was that long shot. How do I keep getting FM so ridiculously badly? One shot on target all game from outside the box, and it finds the back of the net. 18 shots that we had, we got 1 goal out of it. That is awful from Suarez. And the front three. All the front three. That is awful. I don't know how Lamar gets a good rating. Felix, I mean, he scored a goal and he's only on a 6.8. He must have been absolutely terrible. Awful performance from our attack. I mean, solid performance from our defense. Our defense played well. I don't know why Jimenez is only on a 6.5. Like, he didn't concede a single goal. Like, that was his fault, at least. The midfield's got to be closing down Dest on right there. I don't know what they're doing, but Saul should have been there to close him down. I don't know where he was at. Not good enough. You were not good enough today. That is the sort of match we should be winning. When we got that lead, they have one shot on target, we have to be winning that. Serginho Dest's dramatic late equalizer must have been a real kick in the teeth. How will that moment affect the team? They will learn from that experience and not concede late in a match like that again. Do you think Barcelona's late goal and subsequent impact it had on the outcome was a fair reflection of the match? No. I don't think so at all. We deserved far more than that. We were the dominant team. They were barely in that match. We should have escaped with 3 points, but they got lucky. Like they needed the luck. Yeah, I'm not going to appeal against this ban. It was a karate kick. You are fined 2 weeks. I'm not appealing. You are awful. Get sent off at a terrible time against the best team in the league. Gosh dang it, Kondogbia. And he came on as a substitute. Like, he was on the pitch for like 10 minutes before he decided he wanted to karate kick somebody. Now we can put out our anger on FC Andorra and absolutely thrash them. So, I'll see you for that. I have fully rotated the squad for FC Andorra. This is literally a team full of backups. Everyone needing match sharpness too, so this will be nice for some match sharpness for our backups. Musa Dembele is the only player that's fit. Trippier gets some match time to come back after he comes back from his injury. Abrams gets a little bit of football. Torreira and Herrera, who haven't played a whole lot, get a little bit of football. Because Koke and Saul are just kind of too good to drop, so unfortunately they've had to miss out a little bit. But Carrasco and Correa, who've played quite a bit this season, they get a little bit more too, so see if Dembele increases his lead as the top goal scorer in the team in all competitions in this match. It should be another 5-goal thriller for him. So let's see if that's the case. I'm gonna say I fully expect you to keep our run going and win this match. This should be an easy victory. They're like a freaking. I think they're in the 3rd tier, so should be beating them pretty comfortably. Are you confident ahead of the upcoming tie? If you play our game and everyone does their job, then we should win. What are your thoughts on playing FC Andorra in a Copa del Rey? I think it'll be a great spectacle and the sort of match which captures the imagination. It'll be interesting to see how things turn out. Hopefully it turns out with us absolutely thrashing them. Taking our rage from our draw from Barcelona out on poor little Andorra. I don't expect it to be another 13-0 because they're not an amateur team. They're either professional or semi-professional. I'm not sure which, but I don't think it matters. Like, this should be a thrashing, even with all of our backups. Our backups are fine players. I'm not going to say we could win the league with our backups, but Torreira gets a goal. His first goal for Atletico Madrid. Pretty easy, right off the bat. 8 minutes in. Nice through ball to Torreira. Abram, starts it out from the back into Kondogbia. Some nice build-up. Torreira, part of it, puts it to Carrasco and plays a little 1-2. Defense just completely open wide. Nobody ready to close down Torreira, and easy goal. Yeah, I don't expect this to be another 13-0, but yeah, hopefully Dembele can get a good, fair couple of goals. Trippier with a throw-in now to Carrasco. He's just going to run at the defense and take a terrible shot. Didn't even hit the side netting. That's hard to do. This has not been the most goal-packed first half that I expected. As Dembele has a chance to throw on goal, though, but he runs it too far, and they are able to pick it up. Yeah, not really. 1-0 after 31 minutes, not good enough. I was like 6-7-0 up this time in the last match in the Copa del Rey. I know this team is much better, but still, they're still like a 3rd division team. I'm almost positive they're 3rd division, so we should be smashing them. I understand we have backups, but these are still really good footballers. Like, I was going to say, I don't think we could win the league with this backup team, but pretty sure we could finish top half with this team full of backups. That is a terrible pass from Herrera. The only one I'm not sure of is Abram. He's kind of a question mark whether he would be good enough to start in La Liga, but he's fine as a backup. 4th choice. Typically, I don't. Wow, they have equalized. I think a team needs to be berated right now. Berate. You are awful. You're drawing with FC freaking Andorra. What are you doing? No one's marking anyone. They're just watching them take an easy shot in the back of the net. I say easy. That had to be perfectly placed, but still. Of course, this, probably 50 current ability player places the ball off the inside of the post into the back of the net. The most accurate shot I've almost ever seen in this game. Of course it is. He's got like 50 current ability. Well, we've got guys running out here with 140, 120, 130, and they can't do crap. Dembele with a chance, threw on goal. He's going to have to take it early. He finds the back of the net, though. We get our lead back. It's about dang time we scored another goal. But this should not be a competition. This is embarrassing. Who had the assist? Was it Kondogbia to Herrera to Carrasco? Carrasco gets the assist. The ball over the top. Like, our trequartistas play a little bit deeper than I anticipated them doing. I figured they would stay pretty high up the pitch. It says they don't really help out defensively. So I didn't really expect them to, come deep to pick up the ball, but they've done it quite a bit this season. Correa might have a goal right off of kickoff. We score directly off of our own kickoff. Or their kickoff, I guess. We scored a goal. They kicked off. We intercepted the pass. The second pass they made. And then went and scored on our own. This is what we should be doing every single time down the pitch. Dembele just makes the defender look silly. He gets his brace. Hopefully he gets a hat trick. We're finally getting into some good form. Finally playing well. Kondogbia is injured. Let's take him off. Take him off at halftime. I'm going to say I'm not happy. This is not good enough. I'm not happy with their performance. We played so poorly for about 40 minutes. Just had, a minute literally of impressive play. We need to be doing that for the entire 45 minutes. Scoring a goal on every kickoff, every 40. I know that's probably not realistic, but as we have another injury, Mario Hermoso. Dude, we've had so many injuries in this series. It's unbelievable. I don't know if, is that going to be a goal? Angel Correa. I don't know if Atletico Madrid's, physio staff and sports scientist staff are just absolutely horrific or what, but they seem to be getting a lot of injuries. 2 in just this game. That's a little bit lucky. Ball bounced around everywhere, falls to Correa, he finds the back of the net. This is more comfortable. This is more like it. I was hoping for a good, 8-0, but I'll take 5, 6-1. Score a couple more goals just to put an exclamation point on it. They weren't going to have a throw in with Borja to Riverola. Back to Borja. Should be intercepting this here with Carrasco. He's going to try. Again, it says they don't help defensively, but, I guess he's not really trying to win the ball there. He's kind of standing in front of him, but again, they drop deep. I did not expect that from Trequartistas. I've rarely ever played it. Oh, that is almost a glorious strike. I've never really played a Trequartista before, so I didn't really have any idea how they played, but I kind of like it. Kind of like how they play. It's interesting. It seems to be effective. So, obviously, they're both playing well. In terms of creating and scoring, they seem to be pretty effective. So, I'm happy with the roll. Let's bring on Saul for the last couple minutes here. See this game out. It looks like it's going to be a 4-1. We couldn't find another goal or two to put past them, but 4-1. Bare minimum. Let's say a good win. I'm not going to say they were poor. They were the dominant team, but just should have been more comfortable. Villarreal only beat Emora-Brieta 4-0, so no one really smashed anyone this week. There was a couple of high score lines last week. In the last round of the Copa del Rey, there were some 10-0s, 8-9-0s, but we were the only team. We actually had the biggest win in that 13-0. 3 to 4 days for both of our players. That's not too bad. Carrasco with 2 assists. We did get drawn for the Champions League first knockout round. We got Juventus, because of course we did. So, the champions of Italy versus, hopefully this year, the champions of Spain. And how are Juventus doing in the league? They are currently top. 1 point clear of Roma. Wow, Roma is second place. That's impressive. Inter only 5th place. Inter usually do really well in the first season, so that's really surprising that they're only 5th place. They're not a huge amount of points behind, only 5 points behind Juventus, but it's a pretty close race at the top. And it looks like there's a pretty clear bottom 3, so it's going to be difficult. We're going to come back for that. I'm going to come back for the first round of the first knockout round, the first leg. Probably be back for Celta Vigo and Juventus. And we'll play a few more games. We'll probably play maybe Juventus. I probably have to play Athletic Club. They're not doing well, but they're currently in 18th place. Athletic Bilbao have never been relegated in their history. But there's a chance it could be happening. 18th place, not playing well at all. They still got a couple bad teams ahead of him, like Valladolid, who he destroyed last time we played him. What was the score line? Didn't we play them already? Yeah. Oh, we only beat them 2-1. I thought we beat them by a lot more than that. We had a man sent off. That's right. Trippier decided to be an idiot, got sent off in the 11th minute. We played the entire game. We're better than them without an extra man. So, Copa del Rey third round coming up. That should be, I don't know who. It depends on who we get, but hopefully we can get through that round. I'm not going to come back for that, though. I'm going to come back for Juventus and either Celta Vigo or Real Betis. We'll see. See what I feel like doing. See how the season's going. But if you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. Links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.